The Bridgeport Islanders are moving on. They have won 2 games in their best of 3 series, and so they have eliminated the Providence Bruins. They are on to the next round of the AHL playoffs, but we've got to talk about this game for a number of reasons. With a 2-1 win in overtime, the Bridgeport Islanders have swept. I wish I had a broom here, but I don't. But they have swept. That's me brooming the air, I suppose. The Providence Bruins, get out of here. They are out. The Bridgeport Islanders move on to the next round. But let's talk about the win first. And so they win 2-1 in overtime. But what we want to make sure happens in this game is what didn't happen in the last one. And if you remember game 1 of this series, the Bridgeport Islanders allowed a ton of shots. By the time Providence scores their first goal of the game, 13 minutes and 53 seconds, if I remember correctly, into the second period, the Providence Bruins have already had 32 shots on net. 32. They were firing pucks from everywhere because the Bridgeport Islanders were giving up so much ice. So don't allow that to happen this time. And 2, the Providence Bruins went 1 for 6 on the power play in that first game. You can't have that happen again. And what I mean happen again is have that many power play opportunities. You can't make a run to the penalty box in the playoffs and expect to win. It's just not going. You might pull out a few wins, but it's not sustainable. So if the Islanders can do those 2 things, make sure that they don't get shelled and stay out of the penalty box, they should be okay, right? So let's now look at this game. In the first 2 periods, there may not be any goals, but that doesn't mean there wasn't any action. It was very much a Corey Schneider show again, for a different reason this time. He still stopped all the pucks he saw, but he had to stop fewer of them. So remember those 2 things that we're keeping track of here. In the first 2 periods, the Providence Bruins get 19 shots on net. In the first 40 minutes, remember they had 32 in the first 33 minutes the last game. So massive improvement on that regard. But what didn't help the Bridgeport Islanders is they still made runs to the penalty box. By the end of the second period, they've gone to the penalty box 4 times. You've got Kubiak, Ratu, Koivula, and Durando all getting 2-minute minors for roughing, holding, interference, tripping, just running to the box for like ridiculous penalties. And that doesn't help, right? Like you can't make those runs to the penalties. That was the second thing we were looking for. Thankfully, though, Corey Schneider comes up huge. And it wasn't just on the power play either where Corey Schneider was pulling out the stops. You've got this play here at 5-on-5 where he just flops to his back and then he's flailing around. Admittedly so, he said he was doing the Dominic Hasek there. He's going full street hockey goalie going, I'm sealing the bottom of the net and I'm going to flop around and try to get something up. Because usually what happens is if you get like something out, the shooter inadvertently will focus on that and that's where the shot's probably going to go. And that's what he does and that's what happens. Blocks the shot, doesn't go in, they live to fight another day. Epic stuff from Corey Schneider. In the third period, 3 minutes and 29 seconds in, the Bridgeport Islanders score on the power play. Michael Del Cole taps in this rebound from Chris Terry. Excellent working of the puck here. Just, you got to be in Andersley's office. Someone's got to be there. Michael Del Cole, I've played with this guy. I should know how to do this. Does the thing. It's not anything pretty, but they don't ask you how. They ask you how many. And at this point, the Islanders have 1 more than the Providence Bruins. And the Bridgeport Islanders don't stop. In the third period, they get 14 shots to the Providence Bruins 6. They want to kill this game. They don't want to see a third one. Just kill it now. Get this over with. Unfortunately, they can't because Nick Wolf scores 13 minutes and 14 seconds into the third period. Tabarnak. Right? Like, they've got to go to overtime to settle this one. 12 minutes and 53 seconds in. The hero himself, Aturatu, comes up huge. Great play down low from Kyle McLean to not only grab the puck in that board battle, but push the play forward. And then to see Aturatu coming into the offensive zone, hits him with the pass, and then Aturatu fires it in. Holy hell. Bedlam in Bridgeport. Epic stuff. They win. They win. Oh! So with the 2-1 win, the Bridgeport Islanders sweep, and now I'm sweeping like this, the Providence Bruins out of the playoffs. They move on to the next round to face the Charlotte Checkers. As we look to the box score to give you 3 stars, first star, no doubt, Aturatu. 1 goal, 2 penalty minutes for an interference call in the first period, but whatever, they didn't pay for it. 4 shots on net and a +1. Excellent stuff. That is a 2nd point for him in 2 playoff games, both of them in overtime. Beautiful. Your 2nd star of the day is Corey Schneider. I went nay in terms, I wanted to say day and night at the same time, either way. Corey Schneider put up 29 stops on 30 shots. Just ridiculous stuff. So if I'm going to do the math here as I'm doing it live, pulling up my calculator, he's got 29 stops today, 46 yesterday. That's 75 stops over 77 shots. That's a 974 save percentage over these 2 games. Just stupid levels of goaltending from Corey Schneider. Love it. I absolutely love it from him. Your 3rd star of the day, I'm going to give it to Michael Del Cole. He finished with 5 shots on net, Michael Del Cole did. He was busy today, got a goal on the power play, was 0 on the night and a +-, but that's perfectly fine. But he gets his plus on the power play, and that doesn't count, so like that's why he's a 0. Just good stuff at the AHL level from Michael Del Cole. We've said it before, and we'll say it again. He's a really good AHL player. NHL player, not so much. AHLer, excellent stuff. No problems there. So again, epic win from the Bridgeport Islanders to then move to the next round of the playoffs. More videos coming as they keep this march to the Calder Cup. Can't wait to see more. Thank you for watching. Thank you for following. If you haven't subscribed yet, hit that button. And if you have, thank you, thank you, thank you.